Hello guys, it's me, Million of Mira. And yeah, this is a unlikely crossover with Trust Bucket. So this is a soul level 55. My build is a strength build. Focuses on Claymore and Gotthard, of course, my favorite, as always. And yes, I'm here to analyze the footage that I gathered while dwelling with Trustbuck, and will point out some mistakes that maybe he can fix. In this part, he's spacing by turning around and try to micro space, I guess. It does not work like that for Dark Souls 3, because Dark Souls 3 you just need to backpedaling. Backpedaling is just simply press back, Yes, I'm pressing S to backpedal. If you are on controller, you use analog to the back, So there's a lot of technique to space. So you can kinda try to run back to the back, run to the back is actually the best spacing method to trick your enemy to think that you're actually running to the back, but you're not exactly, and just running to the back. So in this second part, I just moving down with Lothric Sword. I mean, Lothric Sword is an okay sword, but you like range. Gotthard is still better for range, but still, Lothric Sword has a good weapon art if you want to, trade. Just like that, when you try to space, turn your back, or just simply turn your back and walk away, You don't need to, pressing, tapping, or tapping neck back all the time to space. Just simply need to walk back or run back. Yeah, I tried to trade with him, but it doesn't work, so I switched stuff indeed. And look at that. I don't even need to move an inch. I just need to turn my back and then just strike back. So the space is just simply do that, just walk back or just run back. And of course there's is it called, why is it called a backswing? Yeah. So backswing in this game means that you can roll at somebody with backswing. In this part I'm testing his rolling discipline, but yeah, well, Elden Ring just told you the wrong things about the FEAT, in my opinion. In this game you need to react everything, even dodges. You cannot, panic dodge, panic roll away. It will not do well for you to do that. And then, in this part, I'm just trying to meme a bit with the shorter weapons. But it proves that I kinda sucks though when using his beef. This is definitely more like a off-meta thingy. So off-stop is a good setup. But yeah, I just dumb myself down to, I didn't get much advantage on this one. Because I don't have F-stop. I might try to that angle that angling will help you to, win trade. speech using a Gotthard here or Loptic Sword, but I cannot tell. Bing! I'm not sure it's probably Gotthard, no? Or Loptic Sword. It will be a Loptic Sword. But H-Top is pretty lethal in Dark Souls 3 because, well, as you know, H-Top in main hand is not as fast as me, as in offhand. So I just switched to Gotthard at the end because I really need the range. So I try to be a bit more passive and try to get into Whoop. Well, I really need that trade. And then I told him to, we all spawn S-Stop. So we can, I'll show him how S-Stop works. Oh, you can do that, you can combo it. And I perfect him. Offstop is pretty good in the hands of a skilled players. Very powerful setup though if you want to win duel or win any fight really. Yeah, I tried to rocket him with the heavy attack, but it doesn't land. Oh, I offer swing. Mob that. Make sure to use the raw attack too when you have the chance. And yeah, there's a random here. I decided to, try to fight this rando. The rando is using Radiant Shield and Irritative Straight Sword. Keep in mind that Irritative Straight Sword is not led at this, bracket of level 55 or 60. Then, okay, I got a raw coat with the hyper armor frame. And he heals. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. So we're back again. Now I'm using Claymore to test his might, but I got backstabbed there. I'm not sure even how he even landed there. Now he's good at freezing though for him. So I gotta be a bit careful. So I swapped to dual wield Gotthard. The nasty piece of moveset in this weapon is the pro attack. Very deadly. It's also pretty good for high latency fight. You can, coat somebody in rockets or perhaps in very random thing, you know. And this one is ring match stretch word recovery cancel. I'm trying to, just show him this glitch. And he was like, this thing is broken, the very cancerous, because you can cancel the recovery on this thing. And pretty much, outspeed anybody, you know. I told him the counter to this thing back is not an easy counter tool. You need a curse word. But if the latency is really bad though, usually it does not matter, to be honest. If the latency is really bad, you cannot fight against cancel in high latency. That's just simply the truth. And PK is a good counter to Arcas's cancel. But it's not an easy counter as well. Damn. It's very hard to fight against, definitely. But I can offer some knowledge insight, how to fight against Arcas's cancel. So you need a cursed word. Then wears a full like iron set. If you wear the black iron set, it will have the best fire resistance because the weapon is mostly fire damage. So when it lacks fire damage, the damage is not going to be much. Rather than, being scary at canceling stuff, Keep in mind, this weapon it's not exactly a great weapon. It's only great weapon because of the blitz. But if there's no blitz on this thing, Gotthard will be the #1 weapon. But since this thing has a act against the blitz, it's the #1 weapon now, for now at least. And for now means that, where there's no more patches, this weapon will stay at #1 because of the blitz. Yeah, trading will not work well against a curse word. But I tried to tell him, to spam R1 when trying to trade. But it seems that because of the latency, he didn't get the priority. And this is just me messing with him, like, I'm going to do G9 cosplay. Yada, something like that. So I'm going for Claymore, and I got backstab, of course. This weapon has a problem with the backstabbing. So, how do you fight a backstabber? I guess just try to mix up the one hand and two hand, like a lot. Or do the R2 and stop them in their track. That was kinda risky. Very risky move. Oh shit. I didn't get that. He was so saddened. And there will be more from Gina in action. If Gina makes a comeback to Dark Souls 3, I think this is how he plays. Oops. We got the repos. I keep trying to backstab me, but I will. It will not work on me. Maybe for the noobs it will work. And I swap 2 one-handed. It's very fast. Troy G9 moment in need. Only 4 maybe. Oh, yes. The R2 doesn't land. That's really bad. So what the hell am I doing? And then yes, the rest of the fight is pretty much just me cosplaying with Gina. Talking about G9, I think I need to say some things, like G9 was actually never, or usually I'm like never been the best player of Elden Ring, but he was definitely one of the best Dark Souls 3 players of all time. And yes, I'm trying to, like one-handed and two-hand, but fucked up anyway. If it mixed up, it's okay. We can still connect. And yes, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or mislike, and may the flames guide your way.